In the 18th and 19th centuries, death was not always certain. There were no heart monitors, no brain scans, no emergency medicine. Only a mirror held to the mouth, a hand placed on the chest, and hope that the silence meant finality. But what if it didn't? Before the invention of the stethoscope in AD 16, physicians relied on crude methods to confirm death. Feeling for a pulse, watching for chest movement, placing a feather near the nose, holding a mirror to detect breath. If someone's heartbeat was extremely faint, it could be missed. And in times of epidemic, speed mattered more than certainty. Several medical conditions could create the illusion of death. Catalepsy, rigid body, slowed breathing. Epileptic seizures, followed by coma. Severe hypothermia. Certain poisonings. Cholera, dehydration. Diabetic shock. Without modern understanding, these states could be misinterpreted as death. By the late 1700s, stories began circulating across Europe of people waking inside coffins. Some accounts described scratch marks on coffin lids. Others spoke of muffled sounds heard from graves. Whether all stories were true is debated. But fear spread faster than facts. In 1844, Edgar Allan Poe published the Premature Burial. The stories centered on a man terrified of being buried alive. It reflected a very real Victorian anxiety. Death was common, but uncertainty was terrifying, and literature amplified that fear. In Germany, Leichenhäuser waiting mortuaries were established. Bodies were laid out 4 days before burial. Some were equipped with bells tied to hands. Attendants watched for signs of movement. Only decomposition was considered undeniable proof of death. It sounds morbid, but it was seen as protective. During the 1800s, inventors patented safety coffins. Designs included bells attached to fingers, air tubes, flags that could rise above ground, mechanical escape systems. These devices were meant to give the deceased one last chance to signal. Most historians believe very few were ever used successfully, but dozens of patents exist. Proof that fear was widespread. There are documented cases of individuals declared dead who later revived before burial. Most occurred during cholera outbreaks, after hypothermia, following poisoning. But large-scale evidence of mass premature burial is scarce. The fear was bigger than the reality. Still, even a few confirmed cases were enough. Death was once defined simply as no breath, no pulse. Today, we understand brain death, irreversible cardiac arrest, cellular oxygen deprivation. But centuries ago, those distinctions didn't exist. Medical science simply wasn't advanced enough. The invention of the stethoscope, advancements in pathology, better understanding of circulation. Eventually, the fear declined. By the early 20th century, premature burial became extremely rare. Modern medicine removed much of the uncertainty. What truly terrified people wasn't death itself. It was awareness inside confinement. The idea of waking in darkness, powerless, unheard. It tapped into primal fear. Even today, the concept still unsettles us. For centuries, death was not always certain. People feared silence might be temporary and that a coffin could become a prison. Today, medical science gives us certainty, but the stories remain a reminder of how fragile knowledge once was and how deeply humans fear the unknown.